Good morning.
Good
It's
morning.
it's just us. It's usually always just us in the beginning. I think Glamour is on with Johnny today, so he runs a little bit late.
Wait, chat.
I'm trying to put it on my phone so I can see and if anybody needs a wrench. So Glamour's expecting a new grandbaby.
That's very nice. I'm
Yeah.
I, I'm gonna kill a dog. Oh my god, off here.
You're gonna kill your dog.
I'm gonna kill him. But
Oh, poor dog.
Bruce ruining everything I
I
own.
don't mean to say poor dog because he deserves to be
He
punished.
ruined my couch. He ruined my coffee table, and he ruined already like two rugs. And then, but he did that when I first got him. He ruined the major I want to
Uh
call it
huh.
Oriental Asian rug we had in the living
Oh
room.
wow.
I put it in the basement, and then we had Ida, and it got wet.
Oh shoot.
So we put it out in the yard to dry off, and then it started smelling like cat piss.
Oh, jeez, jeez,
So I
jeez.
threw it away, and it was in great condition, except it smelled like cat piss. I don't know, but bye bye, bye bye. That I'm telling
Hey,
you.
Greg. What? This is crazy. So I can see them
Hi, Greg. What?
on my phone on the chat, but they're not coming up. Oh, duh, because I had the wrong tab open.
I'm gonna
Hey,
try to.
Greg. Hey, Donna.
I'm gonna try to
Hey,
turn.
Amberly. Amberly's there with Donna. Hey, Brantley. Hey, Heather. I feel like
Hi,
what was her name? Hey, Pearl. What's her name? Miss Linda with the romper room. Did you ever watch that when you were little?
romper room. I remember romper room.
Like she would say, I see Pearl and I see Donna and I see Greg, and she's got her little mirror. That
I'm
was
on a
fun.
rant. I can't. Hi, everybody.
So
I'm trying to turn my phone on because I forgot how to use it. That's so
that's
sad.
funny. So
I have
how is Miss Emberly today?
another
Hey
thing.
Lisa.
Let me just do this and I'll look at that. Hi, Angie. Hi, Jersey Gypsy Lisa. That's Lisa, right?
Hey Angie.
Greg, Pearl, Donna.
Donna says she remembers romper room.
I was going to how do you know who's with Donna? Because she didn't write that, did she?
She says I remember that.
I remember that. But you have to be, uh, you have to.
Well, that's what happened when you don't turn your phone on for months.
It's probably been a month.
Oh, they didn't get there yet.
Not
Oh,
months.
well, you can let her see the replay, Donna. Romper, bumper, bumper, do, stomper, do, whatever it was. Yes, I remember that.
My phone is starting.
Pearl is giving a blanket hello to
Well,
everybody.
now let me ask you a question. How many people forgot the password to their own phone? That happened to me the other day.
Oh, well, most people use their phones daily.
Hmm.
I've never seen anybody who doesn't use their phone like you.
Oh, okay.
So, but you still have a house phone. So people use their phones daily. We don't. So I guess that's the
Yeah,
difference.
yeah. I no, I get that, but I sometimes unplug the house phone too.
Shoot.
I,
How do I
I
get through?
I
I
have
get through the tablet.
you get through. I have my tablet on, and if somebody has Messenger or they call me through an iPhone, and there's a message app that's in a I call it the green. It has a green background. So if hi Fartsack Jack. So if people
Like,
won't find me through that, I'm usually receptive to talking to them. But I got put on two chat threads, and oh wow, I thought it was just Jersey photographers, but there are so many and everybody's talking about something different. There's no like one thing people are talking about. And if you want to see what the original post was, you have to
right,
scroll for 7 years. I'm honestly, I'm out of there. It's too much.
right.
I wanted.
Angie, she would never see me either. Miss Linda, she wouldn't see Angie, and she wouldn't see me.
Okay. Oh, so now I could kind of put you back on in the actual. I'm going to press X. Oh, there you go. I can see you. Oh,
Okay.
Colleen. Wait, what? Colleen just called me. My sister-in-law. I hope nothing's wrong. Let me. Oh,
So you want to mute and
well, but watch her be like inviting me to Christmas dinner. Anyway,
Christmas, Easter.
I was making a joke because I thought I had my phone off.
Greg says he used his phone for 38 minutes last week. I get a usage update every Sunday. I hate
so
using
much. Wait, I have to now find. How do I actually go to my phone? Oh, the phone app part. How do I find these? I received a message. How do I read the message? I'll go like. Oh, is she telling me that I have to make mashed potatoes for a meal? Let's see. Wait.
Is that what she's telling you for real? Or are you making fun? Hey, Jennifer.
The message expired already. How could the message expire?
Well, see, you didn't have your phone on. And she probably sent it like 6 weeks ago. I don't know.
All right, let me hear it. Can you mute? No, it's me. I recorded myself.
You got the show on.
Honey, I don't know. I just, I'm fearing somebody passed away, and I totally missed out on their funeral. Why am I laughing about it? I'm so out of it. When your sister said I was a hot mess, she was right. I watched that replay. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Well, you want to get some frustration out. Tell everybody what Norton did today.
Well, Norton was playing with a toy. I bought a new rug, and I saw him go near it behind me yesterday, and I thought, that's odd. Why is he doing that? And I turned around, and everything looked fine. But by this morning, it was chewed up. So I was so mad. I'm so mad that he's ruined already. I told you, he ruined the big Asian rug we had, and then he ruined another scatter rug, and then I took the one he didn't ruin, and I threw it in the sunroom. And
what's a scatter rug?
A scatter rug is just a rug that's not room size. It's smaller.
Like a throw rug.
Okay.
It's funny how we all call it something different. Jennifer says, Suzy, you're always a hot mess. It's entertaining.
Oh, Jennifer, I replayed that thing, and I wasn't reading the chat when I was going, and you kept writing, okay, now she's on 435. I was like, oh, and I said, do fine, you. Like, just do extras, because I'm obviously not stopping. Oh my God. And I did look like a cockatoo. I was wearing a baseball hat, like up till like a minute before the.
You could have kept your hat on if you wanted to.
I guess. I just felt like I was hot.
I need to go to the eye doctor. Everything is blurry today.
I feel bad now. I'm wondering who else called me in this whole time. Someone wrote, I did write to somebody. Sorry, my phone was off for like many weeks. It's like I lose it. I leave it in a pocketbook or a duffel bag or they're not
just Suzy. You always do auctions that way.
I think I did, even when I was watching the chat.
Hey Pam, welcome.
Oh no, what did I do?
How you doing? Glad you came. Mrs. Kojak is Pam, guys.
I'm just gonna try to read the comments instead. Anyway,
remember I use my.
Yes, I know you did. And
hey Belle,
I was surprised you wanted to do it again.
See, I've never really done an auction with Suzy. Like we did a little bit.
I was trying to move along. I used to be slower, and I tried to pick up my pace. So I just felt like, all right, if we give each other like 10 minutes or 5 minutes, then we should just do as much, like not really like a speed round, but like if you could do 2, maybe you need 1, maybe you need 2, maybe you could do 3, but like as long as it's quick, like, here, do you want this? Do you want this? If it's a buy it now, I could go fast.
Well, that's what I have, Angie. And I don't know if it's my blood sugar because it's been in the 80s, which is kind of low for me. But like today, everything seems blurry.
Is she talking about like not being able to see? I have
Yeah,
trifocals too, and they're is it called progressives? Yeah, it's called progressives because there's no lines.
right.
These aren't working anymore, and every year they get worse and worse. And about 2 prescriptions ago, they said my eyes were like 85-year-old woman, and I thought, well, that's not it. That's not
Right.
good. And they said if they get any worse, I'm gonna need like special lenses. They already
Wow.
cost a fortune.
Coke
I'm gonna
bottle
have
lenses.
to sell a kidney or something. I don't know.
Right. Well, we're glad you did stop in, Pam.
Yeah, welcome everybody. Hi, Belle.
Bixby voice privacy contents have been updated. To continue, review the updated.
Jennifer says we have to keep you on track and have you spit the price out fast.
Yeah, even, but I was rewatching and I saw that I had said $6. Like whenever I even did it so fast, it's almost like you weren't even expecting it. And then you tell me the price, and I'm thinking, I don't even remember what I said. And then I had to look for it.
Oh my God. Belle is 6 away from 1,000. Congratulations, Belle. If anybody's not subbed to Belle, go ahead and sub.
Hi, Crafty Bonnie Boo. I want to say one thing. I'm getting
Hey,
that.
Bonnie.
I'm at that age where I go in the kitchen and I have something I want to tell Tony. And by the time I get to the living room, I don't remember what I was wanting
Hey,
to
Nana.
tell.
Sorry.
Hey.
Sorry.
Well, anyway.
Well, I do that too.
I won't remember what I'm saying to you now. Because
I don't know. My brain is not
short-term memory shot. I don't know what happened to me. Well, everybody's saying hi to each other, so that's nice.
Yes.
Well, yeah. Why people could subscribe to me, to you. We're not supposed to say the magic subscription word, or they could follow us, or they could,
Yeah, I have Suzy's link in my what is it? In my bio.
Is it?
Yes, it is. Because I love you so much.
Is it tomorrow or is it today later?
They're leaving today. So officially it's tomorrow, I think.
But they're going to be staying.
So, Nana, is it close to you? Closer than it is to...
I don't believe it is. Because didn't they say it's St. Augustine? That's on
St. Augustine. I'm not sure where Nana is.
I thought Nana's more inland. But I don't know. What do I know?
I don't know.
Nana, how far are you?
Not my forte.
Nana, how far are you from like York, Pennsylvania? I'm just curious if you'd let me know. Because that's within the realm of where I was looking at houses. Well, looking on the internet at houses, I'll say.
Nana says she's listening and working.
Because I thought she was out like a couple hours from Pittsburgh, but once you get to central Pennsylvania, not that close, 2.5 hours.
That would be great, Angie. Let me know when you're coming, and I'll meet you there.
Apparently,
maybe we can do lunch or something.
Apparently, if you live in central Pennsylvania, it's a lot less expensive than when you get to east or west.
Yeah, there's Suzy's link. Thank you, Jennifer.
Well,
she said not too close, about 2.5 hours away.
Moving is one of the hardest things you ever have to do if you actually own a house, because you have to restore it to or like forego lots of money. You have to it's a lot of work. I don't know. I better make my house nice, and my husband better not want to move.
Jennifer said very far now because she's in Florida.
That's true.
How far are you from the meetup, Nana? All right, Belle. You have a good day, honey. She's going to work and print out her packages.
Have fun.
That's what I need to do.
Have fun.
Did Larry make it to Victoria? Yes, he did. Wow, maybe you needed to sleep.
He was there. He was over her shoulder, kind of.
Yeah.
I didn't see if he had a show.
And then she kept asking him, "Why are you staring at me?"
He's probably staring at her whether he's in the room or not.
Oh,
if you're watching the show, we're all staring at you, honey. Maybe for a while.
That sounds like fun, Angie. Just let me know, give me an approximate time too. So like of when you're going to be coming. And that way I can make sure that time,
is Angie in Louisiana?
No, her son lives like not far from my booth.
Oh.
And she said they visit like once a month to visit the grandkids.
That's awesome.
York, PA is not close to her. She's an hour east of PA.
Where are you? You want to come and find me? Want to come and eat some more merchandise or things? Come. Norton, come and visit me in the room. He was staring at me from the doorway.
I don't have brushes this morning.
Norton, I think Norton feels bad, but he doesn't know how to feel bad. You know what I mean? I think he feels bad for like 1 second, and then he thinks, "Ooh, are you going to give me some meat?" And
look, he came for a visit. Look at my bells.
Oh, little sheepdog. I know she's a
she's
a poodle, but she looks like a lamb with ears.
I always want to smell what I ate.
Nosy.
Yes, she's nosy. Let Precious up, Belle.
Norton, Norton respects boundaries. My other dog Trixie, if she like wanted to come in here, she would be climbing over boxes and
Bella's just checking to make sure I don't have food in here.
I gotta get to you. Norton just stands in the hall and looks at me with a sad face.
Yeah. She just wants to make sure I don't have food.
Well, that's another thing. I know that Tony fed them, but I think that they try to act hungry around me, so I feed them too. They try to work us for more food. Do I know anybody? No, I don't. I wanted to I thought, I don't know if it's even true, but I wanted to avoid New Jersey. The taxes are so high for me now. I mean, they're just a scooch under $10,000 a year here where I live. And I only live in a cottage. I mean, it's not a big square footage house. So Tony pays less in his town because there's more industry. He lives in Piscataway, and and he has like a bigger house. It's just not set up in a way. We wanted to get a neutral house because we were both saying what we didn't like about each other's house. I mean, most of what he doesn't like about my house is that I've cluttered it up with junk. So I hate to say junk, stuff, merchandise, nice things, beautiful things.
Yeah. But Anna says she's about 2.5 hours from the meetup.
Oh, that's a lot. It's always a lot. So we, I said, maybe we should look in nearby Pennsylvania. But once he said, like, maybe, and then he got his license in Pennsylvania, I thought, why didn't you tell me you were getting your license in Pennsylvania? I would have asked for Maryland or Delaware. I would have asked for like a better, cheaper area to live in, with less real estate tax. So I found out that the reason why Pennsylvania seems so much cheaper is they only give you the real estate tax and not the school tax in the one thing. Like if you look at the real estate ads in New Jersey, it's both combined, but in Pennsylvania, it's not. So I was under the impression that every property was so much less, but it's not right. That much less, but it's less. I mean, we're at an age where we have to contemplate that we're going to live on like not much retirement at all. And it's going to be hard for us. So, we don't want to live in the hot areas, which are usually the less expensive areas. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know what we're going to do. He loves New Jersey, loves it. So he doesn't like change.
Right. Hey, Michelle.
That's why
They are smart, Angie, especially, when she wants to be. Let me put it that way.
16 years is good.
Yeah, that's a good age.
Hi, Fix It Lady. Now, I don't know people's names. I'm going to call them Fix It Lady.
Angie is Fix It. I mean, Angie's Fix It. Michelle is Fix It.
Michelle? Hi, Michelle. I won't remember that for today. my mind is on the dog eating my rug.
I know. Her dog ate her rug.
So bad. I just bought it this week. It was beautiful for like 3 days.
Fur babies make my day too.
Hi, now Roxy and Norton were walking back and forth outside the door here. They both won't come in here. They're afraid to get married. So
what's going on? Well, we know what's going on in your life today.
Well, with the dog eating the rug.
Well,
I don't know. It makes me so aggravated. I'm so aggravated. I can't just replace it. I feel like he'll ruin the next one and the next one. I mean, if I have to catch him doing it, obviously, and make him stop it. Yeah, I can't tell you that I have tried to discourage him from licking the coffee table every time he does it, and I'm doing it wrong. He just doesn't. He does. I'm watching
him, and I know you have lots of toys for him.
I'm just doing it all wrong. I don't know. Come south.
Lisa said go south.
You mean South Jersey? Maybe, but do you know how much, like, this is weird. The real estate prices, just for the sake of it, like, spend 10 minutes and plug in on realtor.com your property and whatever, like wherever you live, even if you're renting, and see how much that house is worth now. And it's like, oh, like the prices are so astoundingly high that for anything reasonable, it's like pretty much the roof is caved in. It's sad. Right. And by reasonable, I'm talking like things with a 200,000 in, like a 2 in front of it.
Yeah.
And, you know,
Jane, are you covered in snow, Jane? Let's see. It's still less for taxes, even though they are not combined. All our taxes about $4,000 a year. I think that's school, real estate income, and other stupid taxes.
Well, you know, we have all the stupid taxes. He's not seeing me as dominant. He sees me kind of as the bad cop in the house. However, like, it's like Tony will like to eat and he'll put his plate on the coffee table, and as soon as he gets up, he runs over there, and I go, and like he'll, like, when I catch him, he stops, but that doesn't mean he doesn't keep trying every time. So yeah,
it's the dog.
My husband wasn't chewing on the rug. If he was, I would really say
that would be like divorce time. Honeymoon would really be over.
I'd be like, stop fixing up your house for sale. Go home.
Jane says yes, they're covered in snow. Thomas, can you come get her, please?
Well, you know, the interest rates went up, but when I bought my house, they were more than twice what they are now. So it's all relative, you know. I mean, they were like almost nothing for a while. So yeah, that was a good time, but they're still cheaper than they have been in history. I mean, they've been almost as much as like 10%. So I think they're around 3.5, maybe 4 if you don't have good credit rating. I mean, look, I shouldn't just speak off the cuff. I don't know what they are today. But when we first were thinking about doing this whole thing, it was around 3.5, 3. And yes, it's something. I don't know. When I bought my house, I think I paid like 7%. So it was a lot. First of all, and I bought it at the top of the real estate bubble in 2006. So I mean, like, if I can get my money back for paying house, I'm not going to get all of it back because I put stuff into the house as I lived here.
Yeah.
But I would just feel happy if I could break even or super close to even.
Yeah. Nana says it's a seller's market. Still not a great time to buy.
I know. We want to at least actualize Tony's money because he bought it when it was still fairly reasonable. So he feels like he can get enough that it'll pay for, you know, everything he paid plus, you know. Yeah. I'm just tired now. I feel exhausted. This whole process is so hard, and it's emotionally hard because I don't really want to move. So the thought of moving is, and I don't know where to go, really. Hard.
Mhm.
My house value right now is kind of very similar to when I purchased it. However, it needs some work. Like I need to repaint the outside. I need to repaint the inside. There's some minor repairs, but it could, the minor repairs now can add up. Like my door in the front, I need a new storm door. If I got a cheapo regular size storm door, it's 150, let's say 160, but mine is like $500 or $600. So what? Because it's a weird length. It's super tall. So, and it's frustrating. And just even like I want to replace my oven. So, and even those, I mean, there's nothing for less than nearly $700. And I don't know. Things are so much more money than they used to. Even the lawnmower used to be like, I bought I bought a cheap lawnmower after buying an expensive one that got flooded out in Ida. And it only lasted for 3 months. Yeah, that
Hey, Scarlett.
That was a good move for them. But the rentals around here are really high.
Jennifer says the devil. Scarlett came in with a halo on, right?
Well, Chris Christie, he's not the governor anymore. So he wouldn't be helpful.
Oh my God.
But
what's up, Scarlett? Making cheese toasties today.
She's the Tidy Bowl devil, or she's saying that's her newest video. Hi, Scarlett.
I really, you see, I'm always looking like this because I can't see through the top of my glasses.
What do you always look like? Oh, like this?
I'm always got my head up looking at the chat. Maybe I need to raise my computer up. But home prices, people who sold found out they couldn't replace or buy another home.
Well, that's another reason. Well, this is another weird, strange thing that I'm noticing. Even in the areas like where it seems like the time before where they sold and they might have bought the house for $50,000, then they sold it for $150,000. Then in the last year, people fixed it up. And why are contract? Well, this is just my one gripe for everybody who might be a contractor out there. Stop using gray in every room. We don't want gray cabinets. We don't want gray vanities. We don't want gray walls. It's like an institution. I feel like I'm in a battleship. I don't want it. So every new house has that like gray vinyl flooring. It looks like fake wood, and the gray walls, and it looks like a black and white photograph when they're done.
Yeah.
It's so depressing to me.
That's so true, Nana.
What is she saying? Oh, yeah. Well, we just got married, and we've had people die around us lately. And, the fixing up of the house, the selling, the buying, it's all like super stressful.
Well, you had like at least 3 of those.
Oh, yeah. My car's broken. I need a new car. And he's like, well, we should wait till we move to get a car. And I'm like,
and then his job.
And he lost his job. It's like all of those things. Everything's on the list pretty much except, right? Like, I lost babies, but that like 20 years ago.
Well, you got your dogs, and
I have
Norton stressing you out. He's like the teenager now, the rebellious teenager.
and a little bit like the bad puppy, or maybe he's like that 3-year-old. Whatever.
No, Scarlett, I really don't think so, and I don't think she believes it either. Oh, not a fibbing halo thief. Sorry, Cody.
Well, anyway.
So my drink of choice.
I have another thought. In the middle of Pennsylvania, they're building all these manufactured communities, where they sell a farm and then they plow the farm and build house. All of these houses are between $550,000 and $750,000. Where are the people in the middle of cornfields getting the money to pay for these houses. I mean, because every one of them is over 500 grand. And if you want anything done nice in the house, like, oh, well, yeah, I would like nice cabinets. Let me have to pay 650. Oh, I want an island, or please not painted gray. Oh, that makes it 750. So
Right.
anyway, where are the people working to get the money to live in these houses? That's what I want to know.
Did you see Nana's comment?
Yeah. Well, that was the thing. It's like they did a study and people probably said, what's the trending color? And they picked that. And so all of the, I guess they bought it in bulk, like for a reasonable price, because that's what they were manufacturing. They were saying, oh, this is the trendy color. But
That's
it's
what
just,
my mom just put in her house. I think it looks good.
it looks good, but it's like every single house I'm looking, like, I have a little variety?
Yeah. I think it's a big change for her because she had like this orangey brown kind of floor in her house for years and years. So this is a big change for her because it's a darker gray, you know.
Well, I know, like when we go there, there's some grays that have a little more browns in them. I prefer the grays and I prefer browns, but I wouldn't even put it in one room. They put it in every single room of the house a lot of the time, and it's just a lot for me. I mean, and when I see somebody who has sort of like the more browns and natural colors, it just, I go, oh, it looks nice. You know, that kind of house looks nice to me. And I don't understand. Some people still have the it's not here or there, but sometimes I question people's choices when they paint a grand room in magenta or like just off magenta red, and it's like, is it a brothel? I don't understand. It's very bright.
Right. Yeah, she sure did, Scarlett.
Who was the weird old man? You mean Larry?
Larry. Mortgages. Yeah. Yep. Lisa said, yep, the investors are buying up all the land and building expensive cheap box homes. They're doing
They
it
really
here.
are. And they keep calling me every other minute, and they keep offering me 200,000 less than what, like, the, you know, the, I guess, like, I want to say the estimates. It's not just the Zillow estimate or the Realtor.com has three. They have three computer models of how much my house would be worth. They offer me 200 grand, and then they say, oh, but we'll come around and then we'll adjust the offer as we see fit. And I'm thinking, so that means you're going to offer me like $100,000 for it.
Yeah. Nana said those people called doctors, lawyers, Indian chiefs.
Oh, those are the people that are doctors and lawyers? Well,
that are buying the house.
There's too many at that price. And the local jobs are farmer, and they don't even have supermarkets in some of these neighborhoods. You have to drive like 10 miles to get to the supermarket.
Yeah.
So
she likes Southwestern rustic too.
Yeah, I mean,
bakers and candlesticks makers can't afford them. You're right, Jane.
I'm telling you,
$1 trillion investment firms are buying up entire developments, and that is true.
I get it, but I think that they're going to get stuck with a lot of their really expensive houses, or the prices are going to come crashing down fast. Right. I mean, I suppose but then the thing is, my house, which costs more initially, if we wait a little while after he sells his to have the market come down, I'm going to lose the money. So he says it doesn't matter because we'll be buying something less expensive. I said, but we're selling two houses.
Right. Nana wants to know what color you'd like to see.
I would just like to see, I mean, I'm a fan of a craftsman house or a Victorian house or just a colonial with a front porch. But the craftsman style is usually loaded up. Like when I see like the old wooden staircases and then like the paneling on the side is the natural wood, I go, ooh, 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 ah. But when I see that it's just like paneling from the 70s and that, like, I'm like, I'm going to have to paint that. I mean, I'm But even the like grays with the browns, there's some like, I just also don't like, a lot of them are doing one plank of like bluish and one plank of whitish and one plank of gray. And it's just, that's a little too wild for me. I just prefer
Hey,
like
Paul. Hey, Carol.
a medium color, but in the wood family.
Mm-hmm. Right.
That's the thing too. People say like, won't taxes go down? Like, what if we do this? What if we do that? And I go, you have to understand something. Like I've said it to people who live around here. I go, our taxes will never go down like significantly. Like I could see it maybe holding off for a while or going down a couple hundred, but we're paying for the road repairs. We're paying for the police. We're paying for the, the school districts. We're paying for everything. Like, our little area here, I live in a 2-mile square town and we don't have a lot of industry. We're paying for every single thing.
Yeah.
It will
Jay
never.
says she likes craftsman style.
I love craftsmen. Who says that?
Yeah. I guess that's true, Nana.
Okay, if that's what it is, if it's 2 hours of country, then I guess that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But believe me, there's not. There's like 20 listings of one of those kind of houses to one of
right. Hey, Ella.
Regular old house.
See you sneak in.
Hi.
So Ella, Paul, and Carol snuck in. Paul, how you settling in? Right.
It's so true. And people that were complaining about, like I said, I actually asked Tony, I said, is there any communities with no school? And he said, you don't want to buy in a community that has no schools. And I thought, well, we're all old. What's the difference? And who's going to sell our houses? Like his son.
Mm-hmm. Right. Nana says taxes go down. What dreamland is that?
I know. But people were really saying that. They go, can't we lay off some police off? They were all getting rate back in like during COVID times. They were asking for raises in their pay and raises for their retirement funds. And someone said, I'm not even working. I'm not getting a raise. I'm not getting a retirement fund. Like I understand what they want, but they should be happy they have a job, much less, every other thing.
Paul said he's had your room ready for 45 days and you never came down.
Oh, you never gave me your address, honey. Anyway. I wanted to know, do you go to the beach with your dog? Do they let the dogs on the beach?
That's what I think they do.
I don't know. Now, around here, there's very few beaches where you can have dogs, or if they let the dogs on, it's during certain hours, like very early in the morning or after like 4:00 at night in the evening. So
did we do that on cue?
Yes. Hi, Roxy. She's over there. Yeah, but we have to.
Hey, Anitra, guess what? Your order's going out today, honey.
Anitra, I need. Can I say it out loud without being mean? But I'm gonna have to get her information from you. Then, obviously,
I got it.
No,
I got it. I'll send it.
Bad, but I'm like, I don't know people's information.
Jane says, remember, taxes were introduced in world wars, and there was a promise that the monies wouldn't be needed after.
It's like giving a kid like an allowance and saying, hey, by the way, we're not going to give it anymore. See how
Jennifer says he doesn't have his dog.
You don't have your dog anymore? Oh.
Sasha's in Philly.
Oh, no. I feel bad. Because he said we were going to the beach, and I'm like, who's he going?
She said, okay, high five. It's crazy that YouTube hasn't caught up with the new.
No, they need. Well, yeah, they do need. I mean, look, the rich people should at least pay the same share as a worker in Target. I'm sorry that I feel that way. I know they have more tax loopholes and more houses that they could probably deduct some of their taxes, or maybe they have offshore accounts. I don't know, but they could pay some. My friend was like, So do you think that somebody who's really, really, really rich is going to pay like $2 million a year in tax? And I'm thinking if they're making $10 million a year in taxes, I mean, in income, they can afford the $2 million in
Right.
tax. I think they
Well,
could.
he liked his house. It was decorated nicely, and he loves his flamingo picture. So Sasha stayed.
I'm just saying. I feel like, I know people who are paying a lot of taxes who are more middle class or middle of the road, or even like lower income. So we all, why don't we just have a flat tax on everybody and then just collect it? That would make more sense to me.
Right. Jennifer says it's too hot in Florida for huskies. There's no dogs.
Okay.
You'd have to shave them. You'd have to shave them.
They would lose their undercoat. Pay a wealth tax? Well, that would be more interesting for me because I know I'm never going to.
Right. Oh, I tell you. Pay a wealth tax, right?
But I mean, like, seriously, it will make everything so much easier for the employees of the government and for our citizens if they just said 15%, everybody. Give it.
Suzy for prez.
There you
go. Everybody would be on fast mode. I'd be watching it fast forward.
For an hour. Oh, you mean because I'm slow or because I'm fast?
No, because you're always like buzzing around.
Well, I have about 2 hours of energy a day, and the rest of the time I'm up. So yeah, no, it wouldn't be. Yeah. That's why I can't work in a regular office because after I have my caffeine, I'm very, and then it falls off. Yeah, Jane is right. That's exactly right. It's true.
Yeah.
And look, how do all these rich people afford spaceships? Give me a break. If they can afford a spaceship, they can afford to pay taxes, right?
Right. She's heavy, and I keep changing her position.
And I have a question. Why do rich men always want to just blast off into space? Huh? Why? I don't get it.
You're right, Paul. Oh my goodness. That is so true.
That's funny.
Yeah, lottery tickets too. That's right.
Do you want to know something? The government didn't pay me one year. One of those, what are they called? Those like payments, the economic stimulus payments. So they gave me a refund on something, and then they gave me interest on their late fee, and then now I have to pay taxes on the interest that they gave me because they didn't pay me in the right time.
Right.
Thank you. I'm like, thank you. So now they're acting like I made money on them, and I didn't.
Yeah. Goodness gracious.
When they want me to pay ahead when I had estimated taxes, they didn't give me money.
What's the matter?
Extra money back if they owed it to me. They'd say, oh, here's your interest.
On another note, not to change the subject.
Okay.
Suzy and I have a new show on Tuesday.
I was like, what?
2:00 on Tuesday. Well, 3:00 Eastern, 2:00 Central.
What are you talking about?
We're doing an auction every Tuesday.
Tony's going to have to learn how to cook on Tuesday. After that, I was so sore. And I don't know if it's just...
You were sore from the auction?
Yeah, because I was
bending. You were running around.
I was like, I can't do an auction and just sit like normal people. I have to find things and show it. And I have this like itty bitty screen and I have to... I'm not fit.
Taxes were going on Suzy on Tuesday.
No, that's Thursday. When Tuesday is help me pay my taxes.
Yeah. Suzy will be collecting money from her auction. Hey, Haley. From the deli. Haley's working in the deli department today.
Oh, yummy.
Haley is my daughter. I need to come get some of that German bologna, Haley.
I ate that German bologna yesterday. I'm done. Why did, when I was a little kid, I pretty much only wanted to eat bologna. And then I got tired of it. But I like it. Weird.
You were rummaging.
Was. She heard me. I have the drawers here, and I was like going through the plastic bags, and I'm like, do I have anything I could sell that I would know what to, price without looking it up? Well, anyway, can I say something about that necklace? I got the weekend to get it together. Good. I have a lot of days.
I'm gonna be organized like Victoria and Nana. They have their little numbers already on their stuff. That's funny.
But you see, at some point I feel like I could get to there, but not in this space that I have, the way I have it now, because it's just, everything is just scattered.
Right. Good morning, Erica and Sandra from the deli department.
Hi, Erica and Sandra. What are you doing? Do you each take turns? Does someone cut the meat and someone cut the cheese, or does you
cut the meat and they're cooking food for the line?
In my store, they have one guy cutting the meat and one guy cutting the cheese, and I'm thinking that's like a lot of employees you got back there.
Jennifer says, well, now you have to get the stuff ready for Tuesday. Every Tuesday you need to have stuff ready. Y'all, I ordered some new stuff. Ooh.
Even if I have stuff ready, I forget the prices I put on it. Even if I wrote it on the paper, I still have to.
Right. So I'm going to start having some HBA, but I also ordered some makeup and I ordered some crystals. I ordered them. I'm going to put them in my booth too.
Okay.
And then
I hope you become a wealthy woman. I only wish you the best, Dawn.
I hope so. I hope I didn't make a big mistake. Oh, Jane said she had a jewelry sale a couple weeks ago. She was pleased.
Good. It's always nice to return some stuff back to market, so to speak, so that you could have more money to go thrifting again. Or
all right, Haley. Y'all have a good day at work.
Take care. Thanks for stopping by.
Back to work. Haley makes the sandwiches, and that is so funny because when Haley was younger and she used to make sandwiches, it would be she'd hold the bread and then she'd put everything on, like it was like a slow motion thing. It was so funny, and I'm like, how did they have you making sandwiches? It took you an hour to make one sandwich.
My mother used to like hate when I made the sandwich because I wanted to spread those spreads like so evenly. Like I was so obsessed. Like I was like, it had to be perfectly like layered. Every square inch of. Now it's like I don't even.
I know, huh?
The way I cook is so.
Forget.
Doesn't matter. I feel like it's so different.
Oh, cool, Jennifer.
Yeah.
I found that my computer camera focuses better than my webcam I bought. And I think because my computer is a gaming computer, maybe that's why. I don't know. Who knows? Oh, I need to find out. Everybody who puts their camera down, how do y'all have it set up? Jennifer, Anitra, how do y'all have it set up that it looks down?
It's probably a tripod
for a camera.
A tripod type thing, or like a stand with a holder on the stand. They sell like those things with ring lights around them. Mm-hmm.
I have one, a big ring light, but it doesn't go high enough. And then I try to put my phone in it, it cracked. And the only other one I have is a little one, and it's not high enough to go over.
Tony bought me one of those tripod ring light stands, but it was for my iPad mini, and now I have a Maxi, I guess. Oh no, it doesn't fit anymore.
Hey, Purple Winks.
Hi, Purple Winks.
How are you? So maybe Jennifer and Anitra can send me a picture on Messenger of their setup, because I need to do that for my auctions because it's hard holding jewelry up. Now look at my newest fall injury.
Oh, is that when you fell again? That almost sounds like Pelican. Fell again. I know we talk kind of fast, but
no, I mean, well, except Belle. Belle talks real slow and southern, but I talk real fast and you can't understand what I'm saying. So Jane says she has a camera down. I have a 3-legged stand and the legs are pliable, and they and they attach to her desk lamp. Cool.
That is cool.
My desk is so messy. I would show y'all, but I can't because it's embarrassing. I'll show you.
My whole house is embarrassing.
Look, this is my desk next to me, and
Look
then
at
this is the other side, which I just cleaned. So I can't put anything next to me. So my mom's like, "You need to clean your office. That's why you fell."
all these people who try like to tell me how to organize. They say you need a box and you have to put like one for, you know, bric-a-brac and one for jewelry and one for clothing and one for accessories. And I'm thinking, do you think that the stuff I have would fit in one little box?
Thank you, Anita.
It's not gonna work.
I know it is. So my mom told me, you just let me in here. I'm gonna clean it all. I said, yeah, you're gonna throw everything away.
And I need a lot of things. Jersey Lisa. I need a lot of help in general.
Okay, the neck rotates.
I want to. Should I talk about that necklace that didn't get auctioned off?
Yeah.
Then I got several requests for it after the fact because we looked it up. I'm going to spill the juice on it. It could be potentially worth hundreds. Okay. Right. So yes, I really said I would want more than 30. And I don't know. I mean, like I've had so many requests. I don't know what to do with it. And then I'm almost thinking,
hey, Donna.
I don't know what to do with it. Maybe I'll just keep it and restring it myself.
We have Donna ×2.
Hi, Donna. She on a phone stand pointed at the jewelry.
Okay. All right. You only need a tiny spot for the camera jewelry. Well, I'll have to get rid of this doll fell. She was standing up, but she fell. So Sabrina wants me to put it in my booth. I don't know that I have room in my booth, but we'll see.
I kind of like when I was watching Anita and she had that kind of domed thing, and then she's like,
I know. I like that little.
That was cool.
I like that little, necklace holder that you have because you can look at it from the top. That's nice. Anitra says you wouldn't believe the thing she has.
Anitra, I believe it because I live it. I know it.
Donna F, you just missed on my mess because I know you said that was a shame. I had that last time.
Wait, Donna
has all her stuff organized.
Wait, Donna, your sister or Donna Frederick?
Oh, okay.
Which Donna?
Donna F. Fredericks.
Donna F would be like, Suzy, I can't believe you're ashamed to society. That's in your house. I wish I was organized. It's a wish. You know, the day I'll become organized is the day I'm gonna probably go to the big sleep. It's never gonna happen for me.
Right. I'm just realized my mom probably forgot it's Thursday. That's why she's not here. Either that or she can't figure it out. Lisa says she's not ignoring anybody, but she's getting in her morning miles. So blanket, hello. See, Anita says it sounds like her mom. Yep. I'll have to be in here watching her because she'll throw everything away is right. All right.
I wish she was always on my butt to keep neat too. She actually restricted my toy movement throughout the house. She said, you cannot have more than 2 toys in the living room at any given moment. And I would take 3. And she said, you're exceeding the 2. And I go, tough noogies. They go together.
Oh, God. Purple. She's getting a cutting edge eye treatment. She has a ring on the corner of her eye. It stays for 3 days and then it is taken off. Next week they put on.
Does that your vision? Does it help?
Is that for like cataracts or something, or
it might be for just focusing?
Oh yeah, I bet it is, Donna. Yeah, see, Donna I think in my brain I have Donna as this perfectly, those like organizations, people that are on YouTube that have it all together. I don't. Donna, you'll have to tell me how to do that, honey.
If you go into
my sister Donna, her thing is closets. Her closets are always beautifully nice.
I was looking at in the DSM 5 or 6, whatever we're up to now, they said that hoarding is actually a mental disorder. So I was looking up in videos and articles about hoarding to see where I was on the scale, because I was wondering if I needed therapy. And I'm actually not at the psychopathy level, like where it's a real mental disorder. I'm just at the like stage 1. So
Donna says her money pile is organized too. I don't even know what's in my money pile.
oh, I thought she meant like she has a pile of money, and
No, her death pile, money pile.
That's what
Regenerates the nerve of the cornea and helps repair most of the damage to the outer eye. Cool.
That's nice. It's amazing what they're doing for people, huh? Now, is it like the money pile?
I'm gonna be jealous, Donna. Yeah, I do too, but I can never find anything ever. I have a picture, drinking picture, that sold last night, and I found it, but it's not the right color. I sold the gray one like this, so I think it's at my shop. I hope it's at my shop, but I don't want to drive 15 minutes to my shop. Look for it. It's not there, and then have to come back here and look some more.
So what are you going to do?
Inventory. Now, one of the ladies at my booth said, it's not hoarding if you're willing to sell it.
Well, someone else said it's not hoarding if it's in a pretty box.
Yeah,
but
if it's in a pretty box, it's not hoarding. But if you're willing to sell it, she said, it's not hoarding.
This is the thing. You need clear pathways, and it has to not interfere with your activities of daily living. Like if you start putting storage items in your shower and you can't use your shower, then it is hoarding. If you can't walk down your center aisle of your house, it's hoarding. Mm-hmm. But if you still if our sofa is cleared off and our bed is cleared off, it's like we have our basic activities clear. It's just every other part of the house has sort of stacks. Yeah. So that's
Donna says a personal closet's a total mess.
It's still a little cuckoo. I'm still cuckoo. I'm just not.
Marvel says it's an amniotic membrane. Oh, wow. Huh? That's cool. Oh, Donna and Nana, I have a question. So, I mentioned that I bought the wholesale health and HBA and the
you're asking now.
And the makeup one. So please tell me I didn't make a mistake.
It's too late. You should have asked yesterday.
I know, but I just want to know if I made a mistake.
Well, why don't we just say you made a mistake, and when you're pleasantly surprised, you'll be, okay, it's not a mistake. I don't know. How do you prep yourself for it? Do you think, what's the worst case scenario? You're going to get 200 tubes of toothpaste. That's the worst case scenario.
Well, yeah, we read a review, and they said somebody says they got
deodorant and toothpaste only.
I ordered the HBA lot and the CoverGirl makeup lot from the same place that Nana and
are you sure
Victoria ordered from? And I thought you ordered from them too. I'm not sure. From Wholesale Ninjas. And then I ordered some cute little miniature stones from what was it called? Wax something. Yes, Ninjas. Uh-huh.
How much was the shipping on the crystals, if you don't mind telling us?
$13.
No.
Oh, welcome back, Anitra. I didn't realize you had left, honey. This chat is going past me.
Is she saying sorry she was gone, or is she sorry
she's back?
She's back.
She's sorry you're back?
You're sorry.
No, I'm just kidding.
Sorry. We're sorry.
So I just need something different than I got so much glass stuck around here. I mean, I just want to show you. Look at my bookshelf. I got little things everywhere on my bookshelf.
So bad.
It makes me crazy. Look at this. It's just
so less
there.
Normal. Okay, now let me ask you a question about those books. The books are probably taking up space where you could have more
that I have listed.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, but what Tony did with his books was he made a stack on the floor against the wall going vertical, and then you could have more of your breakables on your bookcase where they're less likely to get broken because you have them sometimes like in a place where you could almost kick them.
Yeah,
And
I do.
that's
I
my
do
thought.
pick 'em.
I think the books should be, since they're not breakable, in a place more.
I did. I bought a few things. A lot of stuff was personal, and yeah, I love these little cards. I just love them. I think I love the color.
But Timu, I'm gonna say, is it's like it's
Look at
all
these little
individual
cards, how
vendors,
pretty.
usually China.
They're a better teal than this, and then I'll write a little message on the back.
They're
Oh, I had it
upside-
upside down. Sorry.
They're
So it
very
says, thank you for supporting my small business.
No, that's a
You
nice.
tell everyone when
They
you get
have
them.
good prices on things of that nature, but
Hey,
I'm
Glenn.
pretty sure, and I'm gonna say this out loud, I'm pretty sure that all the jewelry that they say is nice is really not that nice. If you're into jewelry,
Right. Right. Okay, Anitra, I will. Okay, she started her HBO from various places, did well with running about 250 listings. Now with my son's store, he carries 3,000 listings of all kind. Okay.
oh,
I mean, but did you get decent, you got decent stuff in, I guess is what I'm asking. I hope I just didn't screw myself, I guess, is what I'm asking. I don't know. I hope I didn't. Then I bought from a wholesaler
hi Glenn.
these 3.5 by 3.5 by, they're about this thick, I guess, of different flavored crispy treats. Because I want
Oh,
to
you
put some
did?
in my booth. Yeah, I did order them.
Well, that's
And
nice.
I can't wait for those to come in. They're all different flavors, like cookies and cream.
I think that those. I think people will buy them because they'll be hungry, and it looks pretty, and it looks tasty, and they'll. I mean, not necessarily at an auction, but even at your booth, I think people will just pick it.
Yeah.
Pick it.
Okay, we carry hire in HBO as well as we buy wholesale and hire in jewelry.
Now I'm almost. I mean, I know nobody wants to share their like the real. Sometimes if you have like I'll call it like the honey hole of like a lot of people don't want to share. I used to back in the day, but I used to make jewelry, so I bought my chains from a wholesaler, and now that the price of silver is almost like 6 times the price of it was back then.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't. They don't seem reasonable to me anymore. But I don't trust when I buy stuff. I mean, I have bought stuff that they swore up and down was sterling, and you know, some of the stuff that I was sold as sterling plate is marked 925. So I'm like questioning now every sterling decision I ever made buying off of like, let's just say Amazon or eBay.
Awesome stuff. I have some, but I never used. I used it once.
I
wasn't sure how to fix it. So Donna says, if you got HBA without cosmetics, you can do. I did one of that, and I did the CoverGirl makeup.
Okay.
So, yeah. So I know I didn't do a palette. I just did 100 pieces. So which makes my price go a little bit higher. I just couldn't afford a palette right now.
It would be hard to sort through and store if you don't have.
Well, I mean, if I could do well on this, I might would, scale down my glass and stuff and only buy the glass and things like that to for my booth, and maybe get another booth, a smaller one somewhere. I don't know. No. Yeah. Oh, you talking about the Krispies? I can't do that.
You're good.
But I read the reviews and they were like really, really good. People says they're flying off their store shelves. So the price point would be about $650
for one.
But they're big. They're like 3.5 by 3.5 by, I don't know. They look really thick. And everybody gave them. I didn't see one bad review on them. So
I'm getting my ruler out to see how big this cookie is. It's not a cookie, but I'm gonna measure this box to see.
Yeah, you see, my cost of goods is going to be higher.
So this is 3.5.
Uh-huh.
And then, so it's as big as this, and then
Right. That's a big hunk of stuff because it was thick.
and how? Okay, so it's like it's a touch wider than this.
Right.
So yeah, pretty big.
Yeah, it is big. I would say 2 people could eat off of it, maybe 4 if you're dieting. You know. So right. So I was just gonna try it and see if it worked because I didn't want to put a ton of money out if it didn't.
Why do they call it one off? Shouldn't it be one off? I'm just wondering. But a lot of people say one off, one off. It's one of a kind, right?
I mean, one of a kind, yeah. So which would be harder to sell one of a kind. And I would probably just get my money back. Is that what you're saying?
A lot of people were.
Okay, I'll send it to you, Anitra. Well, I don't have yours. Can you do it on Messenger, Anitra? On Instagram. You can send me a message on Instagram. I can give you my number. I'll put it in and I'm going to erase it. Let me know when you get it.
Norton, the destroyer of all things rug.
Oh, you did 250? Okay. Well, I wanted to do some of the makeup. Maybe that was wrong. And then I used Lindy's $25 discount 25% discount since it was the first time I ordered. So
did you just put your number on live television?
I know. I put it on
I hope
there.
you don't get texts with people's.
I doubt it. You got it, Anitra? Because I'm going to erase it.
Write it down now. You're going to get hoo-ha pictures.
I'm going to get what? Coupon?
No, hoo-ha pictures. You're going to get people's. Guys are going to say, hey, look at this. You're going to be like, yeah. And then you should send back a text. Ha, 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 ha. You call that a thing?
No, I mean one listing and done where multiple quality, one listing, say quality of 10. Right. Okay. Got it. It would be easier to list. You wouldn't have as much to list. I get it.
It would be, right? Wouldn't that be a nice life where you could just list one listing and have 100 things?
I know, Jennifer. You know I'm dumb, but it's okay.
She's like, delete it. Everybody's delete it. It will stand.
I know. Maybe I can blur it out on the video.
How can you blur out comments on the video unless you just make this whole video private? Anitra, I try that.
No, Jennifer.
I want to say something. On Tuesday, she kept saying, I'm going to have to read the comments later because I can't see the comments, but I couldn't make comments. So I was wondering if did something happen that it was just me who couldn't make comments? Because you couldn't see comments. I couldn't make comments. So you weren't. Yeah. And then when the video ended, Anitra's Tuesday video, I think, was...
she had it made for kids. That little short video to say she was going to do a thing. She had it for kids, so you can't make comments when it says it's...
But when it went off, it said, this video is private. And I was like, huh?
Yeah, because I think she hit the wrong settings. Well, it is what it is,
It is what it is. And
multiple quantities, she said, and keeping it in stock. Yeah.
It smells so delicious in my house.
Oh, Tony must be fixing breakfast.
Yeah,
I'm not even going to tell you what I had.
I'm wondering what he's making because it smells like grilled cheese sandwiches. And I really would want that. But we don't have bread, so it can't be. What did she say? Yes, she wasn't here. I don't know what I'm going to do about the birdie necklace anymore because I've had multiple requests and nobody made an offer. So we all looked it up. It's worth a lot of money, and I can't just let it go for nothing. And since nobody bought it at the time of the auction, I don't know what to do. I feel like I'm in a quandary because you weren't the only one that asked me about it. I've had multiple requests. So if you want to throw an offer out, I feel like I should just say I might accept it, but otherwise I don't know what to do.
Hi, Annie.
Because we all look up Santo Domingo fetish, 3 strands, and I don't have the sterling coins like that one has, but someone got 4,000 for one of them. I was like, what?
Right.
Crazy.
Right. How's it going, Annie?
Got to pay bills too. So.
Okay, I could do that.
Oh, she's like, okay. I'm sorry. I don't know what to do. But you can make an offer. I might take it. If it's the right offer.
I don't think I know how. I'll figure it out. I think.
Oh, I think I know what he's doing. He's making meatballs.
Oh, he's making meatballs. Yeah, because you promised in the wedding to never cook the meatballs.
I did, because I made meatballs once, and he said, it wasn't the way I wanted them. And I was like, oh, no.
Oh,
and once I took his ground meat, and I made meat sauce, and he goes, what did you do? And I said, I made meat sauce. He goes, I don't do meat sauce. I make meatballs. I was like, okay, honey. You can cook food the way you want.
Rookie mistake. Anywho, whatever. So what are you doing today, Suzy? Lucy?
I was supposed to go. It's my birthday soon. And I was looking up at the top to see the date. It's the 16th. My birthday's on the 21st. So somebody offered to take me out to lunch and even dessert, which I can't eat. I mean, not that I can't eat it because of diet. If I have lunch, there was no room for dessert. But that's what I'm gonna do. If that person is still available, otherwise, I don't know. I'll do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't know. I actually have to check to make sure my car can start, because I'm having a lot of issues with my battery just dying out after a couple days.
Okay, Jennifer.
It's about 1 hour. What are you doing after this?
I'm going to mail my packages, and then I'll probably jump on I-10 and go to the booth and see what's up there, see how sales are going. I know Chris made a couple sales, so he has a little basket on the floor in my booth. I think his knives have been going. He put some knives in there.
You should. I said
you know what sells in my booth? Every time I put it in there, it sells. I need to find some picture frames, like really nice picture frames. Like
cheap at the rehome store.
Mm-hmm.
That's if you buy 2, you get one free, and it's reasonable. Mm-hmm. I feel.
Jane says check your alternator. I think she might be talking to you.
Yeah, I mean, I know that that's a possibility that it's not keeping. But another thing I've had issues with it the whole entire time I've owned this car, and this is my new car from 2007. So
her new car from 2007.
I've already purchased several batteries, but the terminals get corroded very fast for some reason. So I don't know what's going on. And I even ordered the parts from it's a Mazda. I don't. I'm so senile. I'm like, what do I own even?
She said she emailed you an offer, and she totally understands.
Okay, I get it.
Anitra, did you send me a picture yet? I have my sound off, so I don't hear it. Let me see if she. Oh, here it is. All right, so this is what Anitra has.
It smells so fragrant.
I think it goes that way. I'm sure she's gonna flip anyway. So
Oh, so she has. That's kind of like what I have.
yeah.
It's good for your phone, maybe. I think it
Okay,
would.
so this is how she has it set up. Like I know she said she was using her iPad.
I can't even tell which way it's supposed to
So
be.
the iPad is up, and she has it facing down.
I can't make out that picture's like because it's small on a small, and you just have to forward it to me for me to look because I can't.
Yeah, I will. Okay, I see how she's got it.
Maybe if I was watching on you know what frightens me that people might be watching on like 72-inch televisions, and we're gonna look like
Wait, y'all want to laugh?
scary monsters.
So, my daughter bought an 84 or 85-inch TV.
What are you go movie theater? What the heck? Do you even have a room?
So they tried to put it up last night. It doesn't fit on my. I have an old buffet that I use. It's really old for my TV. Well, it takes two legs, which are wider than my piece of furniture. It is so flipping big, and I'm like, really? So I told my husband, you know, he loves to watch wrestling. I said, those wrestling divas are gonna be all in your face.
When I remember when I first got the bigger TV, and I think mine's like 52 inches, and it's not that big considering what they have out there. Let me tell you, I could finally this was before I was wearing glasses all the time. I could finally read stuff on the screen, and I thought, isn't that fantastic? And then I was looking at people, and I go, do they realize they're on high definition television? Because it was just funny. It was like the dawn of like the 1080, is it P or I or whatever it was, but it was like wow. I mean, I thought everything was so crispy, but like now that I can't see, it's back to the good old days again, that I can't see what people wrote.
Well, send me pictures, Jennifer. She says she's gonna mess with it after the chicks. Annie says mount it on the wall. I do have a wall behind, like in front of me, so that might work.
You're gonna need such a I mean, what is the weight of it? You have to make sure you're not gonna like have
it's just my I can either use my little camera, which is
no. She's talking about is she talking about your television mount on the wall or your camera mount on the
wall? I don't. Well, where I have it is in the corner, so I would need. Yeah, Pearl says they have a 65-inch.
Like the one I have now, I have mine actually on a different coffee table, which I might have to use as my coffee table because the dog ate the other coffee table. But I'm not interested in a really good TV.
Yeah. She says they have and my husband said he was going to do that. He was going to get some wood after work today to put on top of it, which extends a little bit because it's just a little bit short. So we'll see. We got a webcam. I got a webcam and a ring light around it. Okay. But you know what? My computer camera actually does better than my other one. Oh, Donna sent me a video. Can I show it, Donna?
Is it a video of how neat she is?
Yes.
I'm gonna assume that she does.
Wow, Donna.
Can we see it? Let me see.
Can I show it, Donna? Oh God. Annie says they have a 85 on their wall.
You guys,
but mine is in the corner, so I don't know how I would put it on the wall. It's like in the corner the way my living room is set up.
I think like my forehead furrows are gonna look like the Grand Canyon if you watch me on an 85-inch screen. It's scary.
I guess mine, it wasn't real cheap, but it doesn't have a way to
you could jury rig something.
Okay. All right. I don't know if y'all could see this, but I'm gonna show y'all Donna's video.
Is it sideways? Ooh. Wow. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, that is really neat, Donna.
That's really
You
neat.
want to come here and do mine?
She'll make some good.
Oh,
Can
her
you
computer
healthy
camera's staying.
Cajun food?
Okay.
I
Well,
made
he's going to get 2 pieces of wood today for it. For little room, there's a lot in there. It sure is. My fault is before I got to over 1,000 listings, I used to be able to remember where things were, and now since my memory is not as great, I can't remember where things are a lot. So in my first probably 800 to 1,000 things were not marked. So
Yeah, I kept saying like you should at least have an initial for home like H or your office like O, meaning not well. I'm calling your away space the office.
yeah,
You have to. I remember.
I call it my shop in Laplace, and then
Okay,
this is
the
my
shop.
office that I'm in. But it's so messy. That's why I fell twice in here because I tripped on something.
Somebody I knew used to say like closet. She put C1, C2, C3. Like she numbered her closets in the house so she could find where her stuff was.
Right.
And I'm like,
I'm a little jelly, Donna.
if you could do that, that's awesome.
Well, I have on my shelves, I have banker's boxes, and I have them marked like, per shelf and then the number of the box. So my shelves are with alphabets, and then I put, like A1, A2, but I don't know. And then I have some, what I find holds stuff the best is file cabinets. So, yeah, Jennifer, I think we all need lessons from Donna. The room, she says, is 10 by 12 with 3,000 listings in there. Nice.
That's still a big room, but yeah, I mean, considering all the stuff you have, she obviously started with an empty room. I have rooms that are full of furniture, and then I put stuff in it. So
yeah,
it doesn't work.
But
you
the
have
shop I rent might be 10 by 10, maybe a little bit bigger. And then I have a little kitchen and bathroom attached. But I don't know. I wish I could bring it back home. And I have a little bedroom that's maybe 8 by 12 that I have stuff in now, but the way it's set up, it doesn't hold much because I don't have the boxes in there. So, yeah, each cabinet has. Now, my cabinets are very well marked. So, and the things in my cabinets are pretty much marked where they are. It's the other stuff before the cabinets. I kind of have an organized mess. At least it's not thrown on the floor or anything. I used to be Donna organized. Well, I don't think I was ever Donna organized.
I'll never.
Well, maybe in the beginning in my shop, but things were not numbered. Like Donna, they weren't all over the floor.
That's my dream, Donna, to be organized, even with my own personal items. But I can't find anything. Once I let Tony live in my house.
Don't blame it on Tony.
Maybe I arranged my like pots and pan cupboard. I can't find anything. It's like,
yeah, he thinks differently than you. So
he totally thinks differently.
But you're left-handed and he's not. That makes a difference too.
Yeah, I mean, my ex used to throw stuff in different. Like he would say, well, you have that KitchenAid out. I go, where's my measuring spoons? I need that. And he's like, I threw them in your KitchenAid bowl. I'm like, why? Why don't you just leave them in the drawer? And he says, well, you need measuring spoons when you bake. I go, but I only bake once in a blue moon. Oh.
Minister 2658, welcome.
Hi,
good morning. How'd you find us?
Are you Chris? My minister? No.
We have those lateral file cabinets all around the room. Yeah. I wish I could get some more for cheap. But good morning, Minister. Anita, you know Minister?
Kent's here. Hey, Kent.
Hey, Kent. Haven't seen you in a while. How you doing?
I haven't seen him in a while either.
We are talking about organizing our eBay rooms. You missed
Well,
it. I showed mine, which is a hot mess.
we also
And
spoke
Donna
about
sent me a
taxes.
video, and hers is so neat that we're all jealous. Jennifer says she needs a spare room. I want a storage unit, but I don't want another monthly bill. Right?
I hear that. I need that too. I mean, I might need that during the moving out process because there might be a point where we have to declutter before we actually have a place to move to. And
Right.
what are we going to do?
Right.
We'll have to move twice. That would stink. That would be a
Right.
bummer.
Listen, personal items other than the kitchen and bathroom are totally not how I would like them. Okay. All right. I hear you. Mine aren't either. Because I have eBay stuff all over the house. I mean, I even have it in my son's room. So when I'm looking for something, I'm like, Thomas, is that in your room? He's got a shelf in his room.
Let me ask you another question. I know that occasionally you sell stuff that's been listed from a long
Okay, Anitra.
but a lot of people, I'm asking a question now. A lot of people decide, like, I'm going to give it 1 year. And if it doesn't go in a year, I'm going to put it in a yard sale or donate it. So do you think that might be a thing to do? Or just do people say, no, once you have it, try to sell it? Because it's obviously not a super popular thing if it didn't sell right away. What do you think? How long
I
do you
donated a bunch of my stuff.
How long?
Like, actually, I put boxes every day for a week. I put a box out to the curb, and it said free on it, and people picked it up. I just didn't want to deal with it, and I didn't want to take it to Goodwill because they make me mad.
I would just bring it to a church anyway. But yeah, Goodwill's the easier drop off point, I suppose, because they kind of have a drop in.
Yeah, so I guess some of the trash pickers or whatever you call them, the collectors, trash pickers.
I want to just say something about this comment that you highlighted. 1 year I gave Tony 12 nail clippers because he says he loses them constantly. So I wrapped them all up separately. So he kept opening boxes. Oh, a nail clipper. Oh, another nail clipper. Oh, let me guess. This is a friend. So I had a whole stack. He lost every one of them.
My kids take them and lose them at my house. So good luck with that, Donna.
Yeah.
I could never find them at my house. I just go and buy new ones.
I'm going to tell you, my pet peeve is people using my toenail clipper. I don't like that.
Awesome.
I don't care. You can be perfect. You can be beautiful. You can be a foot model. I don't want you using my nail clippers. They're mine. It's like, I feel like it's like a toothbrush. You don't want to share it.
Well, Donna, I used to have a storage unit, and then dumb ass me moved to a friend of mine's husband had, and I think I told y'all, he has an office in his warehouse because the parish says you have to have an office, and he didn't use it. So he rents it to me for $300, and I don't have to pay utilities. It's a good setup. I do feel like I'm working to pay rent, but I appreciate the that he's renting it to me, I guess is what I want to say. I appreciate it.
Dawn's channel's here. Hi, Dawn's channel.
Hey, Dawn's channel.
Another Dawn. The other Dawn. Another Dawn.
The other Dawn. I'm way behind. We just use our garage warehouse for the things that we get.
That's warehouse.
Yeah.
I get it.
Hey, Larry. Are y'all on your way, Larry?
Way where? Oh, to the rental?
To the meetup.
I was going to say he's already there, but he's not really already.
Yeah, Jennifer says she doesn't have a garage, basement, or attic.
I'm almost a little bit.
And all your kitties are at home, right, Jennifer? So you probably don't have an extra room either.
I want to tell you something. I have a full-size attic for my house. It's full-size. I am 100% grateful that it's just a hole in the ceiling, because if it was something that I could get into, it would be clutter and junk. But I don't know. Yeah. I don't think I've ever been up in my attic walking around. because I need to pull myself up from a ladder onto the floor, and it freaks me out. The thought of somebody potentially taking the ladder away while I'm up in there, and I'd have to like jump out. Ugh. All right, she says she evaluates a particular thing.
Yeah, because glass is a very long tail item, and it takes the right person to come. I mean, I might have something that's been listed forever, like that picture I saw. It's been listed for a long time, and it just took. I think I want to say I ended it and relisted it, and it was just the right person that wanted it. Now I just hope I can find it.
I guess that's what I was doing on the Poshmark. Sometimes I sometimes reduce my prices as time marches on, and then I realize I've made it too cheap. So I'll then relist it like more with a better price for me, so that I can offer a discount and
exactly
get my money back. Right now, I'm almost. This is sad. I'm almost like people usually work for profit. I'm trying to work to make my money back. It's sad. It's not.
Yeah. Good. Donna says she agrees. But hey, Dawn, how you doing?
Hi.
I feel like I'm always getting ready for something. Like, I freak out. I don't get things ready for Johnny's auction until the day before, and then I freak out because you never know what to sell.
Well, because you don't know who's going to be there, and the person, it might be a jewelry day, or it might be a like vintage day. How do you know?
Yeah.
Might be. But nobody really sells clothes, I don't think, on his auctions too much.
Dawn's channel has a few things. Jane says, but I do weed out items that I may have purchased before I got smarter and are not what my audience likes. Yeah, I do that too. Or some things I'll take out that's been there a while, I bring to my booth and it sells. I had a pair, new old stock, of wooden pepper grinder and salt shaker. And this guy I brought it to the booth, and his friend came in and hid it and then called him, and then he came and picked it up. So he wanted a deal because I had him for like $20. So I had him for like 24, and I put him down to 20. And the lady who owns the booth's like, no. If you want it, or you want it, or you don't want it. Because it was already on sale. Maybe if it wasn't on sale already, she would have took or asked, So that is what it is. So, Larry, are y'all driving? Have y'all left already? Or is Victoria still packing?
Hey, Larry. Oh, they agree with the Clippers.
Yeah. She agrees with the Clippers.
I'm glad you actually wrote what you agreed with, because by the time we get to the comment, it's like it feels like I said something. Well, in my mind, a minute could be like an hour. So it seems a long time ago. You only have
Jennifer, she has 2 bedrooms. I'm sorry. I didn't realize you're reading ahead of me. I can't go that fast. I don't want to miss anybody's stuff.
No, I sometimes turn the comments on. I'm just saying, when I talk and then someone replies, I appreciate, because there's a lag, and them saying a full sentence. So, because
Jenna's Gallery of Jewelry and More. Welcome. Hi. How are you?
How are you, Gianna?
Is it Gianna?
I don't know. I'm thinking it's Gianna, but
well, you know how I pronounce things down here.
Well, it could be like you'd say Gina.
I like turquoise.
Gina. Okay. It could be Gianna. It depends.
Right.
Well, we'll just call you G. Well, there's no money G. Already. I'm not saying you have no money. I'm saying there's another G here who says no money G.
Oh my God.
Well, the fact that you put your name in your title is easier for me.
So Donna says she reviews her listings daily that are ending for the day, and if no views in 30 days, and sell similar. And unless there's watchers. Well, sometimes if those watchers have been there a long time and that item has been there a long time, I feel like I end them. and I'll lose the watches, but then it gets seen again. So I do and sell similar, but just remember to check your quantity because it goes back to your original listing.
I'm going to tell you this. When I mean, I really only have an amount of listings on Poshmark because every time I put something on eBay, nobody looks at it ever. So,
Right.
I mean, I've sold stuff on eBay, but it was purely because they hit the right search words. I'm pretty sure. So anyway, on Poshmark, even if I have watchers, I just end it anyway. And I don't care because if they didn't buy it within like 3 days of liking it and they're waiting for their paycheck, I feel like, either they have the same thing and they want to see what it sells for, or they might just search for it again anyway. Because if they like, let's say Lucky Brand and I have Lucky Brand, people are going to just search Lucky Brand. And I'd rather be up at the higher, at the beginning of the Lucky, because it can go on for miles.
I do run a sale I end it like maybe 2 or 3 times a week and restart it, but it's usually always at 20%. So do you think I need to change the amounts, Donna?
That might help.
Like I like to do the 20% on the weekends, but maybe that's not the right thing to do either. I know, was it Michelle said she does the coupons?
I'm going to say to you, why don't you do the 20% on like Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday when people are less likely to buy, and then make it like less toward the weekend. And then tell people, like, I don't know, is there a way you could say, look for my sales? I don't know if there's my sales change daily. Check out,
Right.
Or say stuff like that. So like, I don't know.
Larry says this just isn't right. I leave temp of 25 years to come here of a temp of 47. It's 47 in Florida?
Oh wait, so you're saying it's cold in Florida, or is that hot?
It's 62 here.
I mean,
which
it's
is
twice.
Cool for
It's
us.
nearly twice what it was.
Yeah, it's 62 here. I had a sweater on yesterday.
He wanted 70s probably.
Yeah, you're not getting that warm Florida weather now.
I would think that was fantastic. I would only want to go to Florida when it was like 47 probably. Well, maybe not 47, probably 50, but I went to Florida one winter and it was 32 degrees. And I'm like, how did I find 32 degrees in Florida? But I found it and I wasn't prepared for it. I was cold.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I usually, when I put a sale on, like I promote all my listings at, what is it? Oh, Jesus, I just went brain dead. At suggested rate. But I know on jewelry, they want you to put it at 10, but I kind of knocked that down a little bit. Maybe I need to leave it at 10 because I do have a lower price point that I can sell them pretty good and still make a profit at doing. So that would be like 30% off. But I always, and I change every few days. Okay, Lisa says she runs a sale, changes every few days, send coupons to her customers. Okay. So how much of a coupon do you send? Like so much off, or do you send a percentage? Okay. I don't do that, but I guess I can. I want to go to Florida when it's 65, 70. Really. Yeah. Any other time it's sweltering just like here.
The first time I went to Florida, it was August. And when we got out of the airport, there was a bus in front of me. And I thought, oh, that exhaust is so hot. And then the bus left. And I go, oh, it's just the air. I was like, it was crazy humid and hot there. I mean, it was really sweltering.
Oh, Ken says it's 22 there. Ooh.
And they're in the desert.
Yeah. Donna says she does 2% to 95% off. Now, is that on promoted listings or your markdown?
I think she's talking promotions. Because
all right, Anita.
On sale. Great. Take care.
Oh, you're welcome, Jennifer.
I have to leave for a minute, unless we're ending shortly. Are we not? I could just go for a second.
Yeah, just go for a second. I'll be on. We can be on for a little while longer if you want. Ooh, she shut the whole thing down. So 95% of my items are promoted at 2%. Okay, I do everything at 20%. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Last week, last week my sales were crap, but I mean I was listing, but not as much as I should. Plus, I did the sell simulars, so part of that is my problem. It's my fault. But like last night, it woke up. eBay woke up. Okay, very rarely do you. It's like it's. I used to do suggested plus 2%, and then I lowered it a little by little because if you lower all at one time, they get mad. It's like your sales go down. I mean, I don't know what your thoughts, anybody's thoughts are on that. Because I notice a lot of people. So I guess maybe I need to lower my promoted listings. I don't know what, what to do with that. But we'll figure it out. If I felt the need to push, I may do something different, but not hurting the sales. Yeah. Well, I kind of am right now. I do need to, make some extra bucks because, like I said, I feel like I'm working to pay rent. Like the booth is holding its own. I mean, last month wasn't as great as the couple months before, so I made like 100 over. Plus, Chris made a little bit, but as long as it's making money, I'll stay there. But this month I sold a piece of furniture, so it should be better. So I'm hoping anyway, because my rent at the booth is 170, and y'all have seen how big it is. So
I thought it was more.
My booth, no, it's 170. The first one I had was 85. This one's 170. So, but I usually make over that. I added smalls.
Do you have a lot more space? Because that's like, do you have twice the space in this new
than
one?
What I had before? Yeah, and I filled it up quickly. But my booth was so jam packed, the little one, because it was like 4 by 8 maybe, and nobody can walk in it because I had stuff in front of the things at the back. So, but I added some smalls, a lot more smalls. So, gotta go shower and boogie to the meetup. All right, Donna.
Might have
y'all have fun. Safe travels.
Have a great.
Thanks for your input, Donna. That was helpful. That was really helpful. So, if anybody else has some good suggestions, yeah, I've been selling for 3 years. Now, in the beginning, I was just like playing around, maybe for the first year. But you'd think I know better. It's a lot of stuff. But family happens, life happens here. I have 4 kids still living here. Well, 4 adult children who some of them have special needs. And so it's crazy here. And then my mom and then my sister-in-law, not saying anything bad, but it's busy. You know what I'm saying? It's busy.
If you have, yeah, I mean, like if a lot of things divide your attention in general, but okay, now getting aside from that, like, yeah, time is short, but I also feel sometimes like, I'm selling things that I have collected, or I might have gotten better deals on back in the day, and then those things might sell fast, and then like the replacement stuff is fewer and far between in a way because the prices went up so much in the thrift store, and even the people selling at yard sales, which are very rare in my neighborhood. There's hardly any yard sales, and even they're asking a lot of money.
Right.
It's like
$15
yard
sales like year round here because it's so hot. Hey, Adam.
Hi, Adam. I missed his Wednesday. It was Wednesday, right? I just missed it. I think it said it ended 11 minutes before that.
Oh, I forget about it.
Bummer.
Yeah, my evenings are so crazy, like in the afternoon and evenings. I wish I can, I don't know. I wish I could see more. Hello, do you watch Courtney on Bullet Buddy? She gives lots of good. Yes, I do. I do. I used to watch her more than I do now because, like I said, life happens and I can't. And now that whatever's going on in my head and my illness, by 4:30 in the afternoon, it's like I'm starting to nod out, and by 8, I'm like drooling. So used to be 9.
Should I actually say to Jennifer that I had it was a 1, but I didn't want you to hear anything anyway. I'm not Scarlet.
Do what?
She said I had to do it looks like the chocolate frosty thing. Anyway, she said I had to go to the bathroom, but she said I had to go.
Oh. Gotcha.
I've been drinking a lot of Cokes and
yeah. I know.
It caught up with me.
I hear you.
So,
if you're not subscribe. And Jennifer dropped Suzy's link earlier. Oh. But if Suzy makes a comment, but I don't know if she can, then y'all could just hit the 3 little dots next to it. And that would be awesome. Kathy, are you a reseller? Adam, my blood sugar has been in the 80s since I quit eating all that sugar. So how much does it cost to set up on eBay or Etsy? Well, Etsy doesn't charge you to set up, but they charge you 20 cents per item per month. If you do free shipping on items $35 or more, then they bump up your visibility.
I don't know what he means by setup. Do you mean like to purchase merchandise, or you mean like, because I mean
are you talking about the store?
There's an insertion fee on eBay. You can start right away selling something you have laying around the house, and they'll give you they gave me more listings, but I think my IP address showed that I've sold stuff there. But they'll give you at least 5 listings for free, and once you list them, they'll give you 50 more, and if you sell some stuff, they'll probably give you up to 250 for free. Mm-hmm. That means listings. You have to pay commission.
Right. I have I don't know what it's called, but the one, it probably is cheaper if I pay it for the year, but I pay monthly, so I'll pay like 74 and some change monthly on eBay.
Oh, it's for 4 months on Etsy.
It's monthly, like $74.
Well, she said it was 20 cents for 4 months.
Oh, is it 20 cents for 4 months? I'm sorry. Plus your percentage that they take, but I'm talking about just to put it on there. And then yeah, I know Glenn and Adam. I know I'm addicted. What can I say? But I'm gonna try. Okay, Jennifer, I didn't realize it was 4 months. Every now and then I get to see the 20 cents come out, but I didn't realize, because that's kind of why I only have like maybe, I don't know, I might have took all my listens down from Etsy.
I didn't want to start,
because if they're not gonna let people see my listings because I don't do free shipping, then to sell. So I pay $74 for my store. They give you a $50 coupon every 3 months, like every quarter, and then I pay my percentages. Now I'm a top rated seller, plus I do free returns, so that gives me an extra percentage off of my fees because I do that. Minister's a woman, Suzy.
Okay. Well, I'm actually a minister, but it's one of those online churches.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh.
Why? Just because you think I'm a heathen? Come on.
No, I don't. And Makari doesn't cost you anything except your fees. So,
Same
and
thing
then
with
eBay, depending on what, like when you first start, as you list, they'll give you more listings. Yeah, like if I'm doing, Suzy used to tell me I have high prices, but I run a 20% off all the time. So, yeah, a lot of people will list a little bit higher to cover their sales or their fees or whatever.
I don't think all your things are high priced. I feel like some of them are spot on. But when I initially looked at your closet, um, they show you like similar items that are selling for less. So I usually shop eBay with the lowest price per item and shipping included, so that I could see like who is the cheapest person. And then I'd say, well, you might not be that person. So
Yeah. Adam says he sells on eBay without a store. But I figured, Adam, because they charge you when you go over. And I have over 1,000 listings. So when they renew every 30 days, it puts me over that 1,000. And then I sell similar. And so I don't know if I'm doing the right thing.
I want to tell you something. I was readjusting one listing for my free eBay thing. And eventually it became like, okay, well, this is your second listing. And I go, I was just changing the price and you're like using it as a listing. And I'm like, so I thought, oh, wow, you could get them used up pretty quickly if you have a lot of stuff.
Welcome back, Belle. She finished doing her labels. I got to go do mine.
Very good.
He said he doesn't go over. How many listings do you have, though, Adam? So, I don't know. I don't know. But I know I need to revamp my business in a lot of ways. First, I need to start by cleaning this mess and organizing. So maybe I will get my mom in here, see what she's going to do.
I mean, organizing with a person who you're doing it with you just can't let somebody go crazy and organize your stuff. I feel, because then you'll never know where stuff is. I mean, even if they say, like, oh, I put all the towels, maybe unless it's towels. And I put all the towels in that closet. Right. No. But for like merchandise that you're selling, you kind of really have to be in on it. Mm-hmm. You have to know.
No. I mean, I would be here because she'll throw everything away. You got to know my mom. She would throw everything away.
Really? I wish I had that personality. I
don't have it.
I think
she hoards a lot of her stuff, like her crafting supplies. I'd like to get in her room, fix her. But you always want to organize somebody else's crap. So
kind of.
You're right, Lisa. It never ends. It never ends.
Somebody else's than your own.
But reselling took over my house. And thank God my husband is so awesome. He doesn't say anything. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I feel buried. I feel very overwhelmed. Too.
It is overwhelming. Everything is overwhelming, even with your own personal items that you want to save. Mm-hmm. Or I've been packing up actually now, because I feel when the time comes, I would like certain things to be like organized. And let's just say I leave my china cabinet in my dining area when I'm trying to sell my house. I want it to at least look like it isn't just a storage bin.
Right. But you took care of that. You packed some of your tchotchkes away.
Just 3 boxes. Believe me, I need to pack. I can't even imagine the amount of boxes I will have. It can fill a storage place, I'm sure.
You might need 2 pods if you get pods.
2 pods?
Well, the stuff you say you have, I said you might need 2 pods.
I might need 3 or 4. I don't.
Get big pods. Oh my God, that's funny. I think we all do, Adam. It's crazy, and like I said, I have my 2 older kids that moved out, who moved back in. I took their room, so now they're on the 2 sofas, and then my other son, I have stuff in his room. I have stuff in my bedroom. this room used to be the old kitchen before we added on. So this whole room is stuff.
Remember this? We had to check out the
I do have the freezer, the extra freezer in here. So,
like I said, I'm just trying to make sure my pathways are clear and my couch is clear and my my bathroom is clear, because I don't want to be like considered have a mental disorder with hoarding.
mm-hmm.
Even though I feel like I'm really there.
All right.
I mean,
I'll have to go back and look at that, Kathy.
I just don't want my friends calling that TV show on me, that hoarder show, because that would probably give me such anxiety.
I watch it and then I feel a little bit better.
You feel better? I feel worse. I feel like I'm almost
because I don't have bugs and not able to use my sink, and I don't have like my toilet where I can't use it. You know what I'm saying? Their stuff is like stuck to the ceiling. My stuff.
I'm so empathetic that when I watch them and I feel their pain, that like, look, I can throw away old yogurt containers. I can throw away spoiled cheese. I don't have a problem with that. That's not my problem. But my problem is like, I'll get an Amazon box and I think, well, I'm selling bigger things. I might need the Amazon box to recycle. And so I don't, when you said to me, go buy new boxes, and I'm like, I don't want to spend money on box. I think like I have 7 boxes laying around, like right in my dining room. Like, why should I buy box? Anyway, it's just, but I feel like they get such anxiety. A lot of them go back to hoarding right after. And
well, mine is all eBay stuff. It's like, it's everywhere. So that's why I started packing little boxes of stuff and putting them out to the curb. Liv said she's glad that she's not the only person that's overwhelmed with stuff. She said she mostly has clothes.
I do. I have like, I feel overwhelmed with the clothes. I gave away several bags of clothes to someone who had a little girl because I had girls' clothing and I realized it wasn't moving. And she took it and I was grateful, but that was like a drop in the bucket, honestly.
Right. Yeah. Minister says, I'll do Facebook, family and friends. Costs too much. I live where I live. Too many malls and traffic. I live in South Louisiana, so, but I tell you, Goodwill is outrageous. I walked in Goodwill 4 times, Suzy, and didn't buy anything. Can you believe that?
Well, I do that often because I see that they're charging eBay prices. It's just you save on shipping, but their stuff isn't that good in the first place. And quite frankly, I really do have too much stuff. So for me to bring another thing in here, it's got to be something super special for me, like, or something I need right now. Like, let's say I feel like I'm in between 2 sizes and I might find a pair of jeans that fit me perfectly. Like, I might say, okay, I'll do that. But like, nah, I don't need.
So Adam, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm just saying, like, what if you saw like a Pendleton thing and it was like $5? Like, you'd say, well, I know Pendleton, it's a good brand. And like, if you knew that you were on the hunt, like if I saw a Johnny Was shirt that was embroidered, I would buy it. I would. Yeah. I don't care what they
I still buy stuff, but I was very choosy.
Right. You have to be.
My last thing, I didn't buy junk. I bought jewelry. And for $40, I got 3 pounds of jewelry, and I got nice stuff because I got to pick it out. So,
but you also went to the right store, and you were in it with the right time, so that was good. And it was, I walked in
when the jewelry was delivered, so
that was fantastic. I made mistakes shopping in the beginning when I first went to the bin.
I still do.
I just bought stuff because I couldn't believe I could. Back then, it was 99 cents a pound. And I'm like, I can't believe I could buy things for 99. So I bought a lot of things that I didn't really check out, and they were like ripped or missing a button, or something was like a little off, and I was just too excited. I filled my whole car, and then where did I put that? I put it in here or in the other room, and
So Adam, did you clear out all your stuff to the pod and then organize it as you put it back? Is that what you did? That sounds like a good deal. I could do it for 1 month and have it all done.
I think he's trying to say that they're expensive. I feel.
Okay, I could see that too, Belle.
I don't know. People that do without are like liberated and they feel happy. I feel
Yeah,
because they can
I
find what
I
you
know
know.
a couple people who lost everything in
Oh, but
Katrina.
I can see why you feel security and stuff. I do. It's my like.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a little bit of like a. It's like I don't know. Some people are sentimental about items.
Mhm.
I kind of put sentimentality on certain things that I shouldn't because it belonged to my mom or my grandma
Right.
or something or my dad. Like
Right.
I love my dad's hammer. I feel like if I lost my dad's hammer, I'd feel so sad. But I use it. It's a hammer, you know.
Yeah. I talked to a few people who lost everything in Hurricane Katrina. And they said it was sad. They were sad because they lost things they didn't want to lose. But after, it was very liberating. Like they didn't have all the junk and the stuff that they had to go through. So I guess it's a two-edged sword, you know.
It is.
Jennifer, she got shit everywhere.
Me too.
Yeah, I mean, I started putting out like things I bought in the beginning, and I said, "Oh, this will be good," and it wasn't, and it's not gonna be. So I started putting it out to the road, and the little pickers come and get it the day before trash.
My
Adams,
dogs
I
are
love
pacing
you,
back
Susie.
and forth. Aw,
Ah,
thank you. I don't know why he does. How.
I think you just say what's on your mind, Susie.
Well, that's true. I do. I really do. I get into trouble like you wouldn't believe. Wow. I say things and I'm like, why did I say that? Nah.
Belle says I started doing my packing in my foyer, so that's when I packed it up and finally paid for that. I can just open the door to take you to the UPS. Okay, yeah, well, that's good. Close to the door, you can get going with it.
You want to know something? I'm going to tell you a secret now. I do my packing on my stovetop because it's the one clear space in my kitchen that I feel like I could spray it down, clean
Uh
it,
huh.
then I use it for packing. Or if I pack up here, I just put like, I put tissue paper over the stuff that's down already and then I pack over that. But it's sad. Why can't I have a table for packing? I'm a full grown adult. I should be able to organize that in my life. I can't. And I
I have a
clean
table
my
for
kitchen
packing.
table
It's cluttered.
and then in 2 days it has stuff everywhere because I say, oh, now I could do a project and I start doing stuff on it
Right.
and it's
Liv
completely
says she watches Hoarder all the time in hopes that it'll make her declutter, but it doesn't.
I look
Jennifer says dead cats under boxes, right?
when I saw that and I was like, oh, they have like mice and cats and poops and I'm like, I think, oh, thank God I don't have that. But you know, but I have if I, you know, every other spot in here, it's just I have to go through and I made several garbage bags full of stuff I could put out and do a yard sale with or
Right.
donate if they don't
Mhm.
sell.
Yeah,
But
Adam said that's fine. Break down your boxes and put it in a spot. He says he needs to practice what he preached.
So should I really make them flat? I feel like they're already taped up, ready to go. I just
Jersey says she feels better when she watches Hoarders.
I wondered. I feel like I feel very empathetic. I feel very sad when people get disturbed like that. It makes me feel agitated, and I don't know. I feel like upset. I mean,
Yeah.
I know like what I would go through if they made me if somebody like I had a friend who said I'm super organized. Let me come and try to help you. I got so agitated by having to make split decisions. She made a couple of really good suggestions, but for the most part, I thought it was like mentally taxing. So, I mean,
Yeah.
she did. She said if you have laundry items, put them in the laundry area. I go, like, yeah, that makes perfect sense. But I don't know why we were unpacking a box of bric-a-brac and my iron was in it. But obviously, I don't use my iron. But now I know where my iron is.
Pearl says when you're younger, you want things. You want things to collect. Being older for her, not so much. But you couldn't tell by the YouTube invoices this month. I
Well,
know. I know.
but see, like there, and then there's that other kind of personality too. Like buying something at an auction is not just because you want it or you need it. Sometimes it could also be like a little bit of an adrenaline rush, or if like it becomes so slightly addicting. I felt like for a while I was shopping a lot at these auctions, and I mean, I'm sure the people I bought from were really happy about it, but my bank account wasn't really happy about it, and
Right.
I spent a lot of money, and it was because I had stopped eating and I wanted something else. It was just, I don't know.
Right.
It's weird what pushes your buttons to try to soothe you emotionally, but then I ended up getting a whole lot of stuff that I really didn't want.
Yeah.
I
Liv
mean,
says she has to have some stuff to make her feel safer.
yeah, I could.
Yeah, some
I could
people I
see
don't
that.
think can do that minimalistic.
Well, I mean,
Like,
I think holding 100 pounds on my body was also like a protective mechanism. I mean, if you've had like issues from being traumatized at any point in your life, or if you have like post traumatic stress disorder, it can manifest in a lot of
mhm,
ways. And one of the ways could be slightly being hoarderish or being like overweight or having certain like compulsions. It's something that we all might deal with in some ways. I mean, I'm not saying we all have post traumatic stress disorder. I'm just saying I do, and I know that that's how it manifested in my life, which
yeah,
is
right. Minister says 2 years of jewelry and things have taken me out of apart. I'm not sure. When I met you resellers on YouTube, us resellers on YouTube can do some damage to people. No, just kidding. There's a difference in storing ceramic versus storing old yogurt containers. Right, right.
yes, that's true too. I mean, but you see, my all right, so like my hoarding of things was more sentimentality or
Mhm.
thinking it was valuable. Now, my friend's father had a hoarding problem, which was just everything. Like he didn't want to throw away anything. And
Mhm.
that's where I came up with the yogurt containers because he thought I can use them in some way. And I thought, but you really can't. I mean, you can, but you're not. And
Right.
so since you have everything in your house and you can't move, let's at least throw that away. Kind of.
Mhm.
In my mind, it was like at least start with the yogurt containers and
Right.
get into the more big stuff.
Yeah. Right. And bigger things are so hard. They take so much space. I know, like in my case, glass takes a lot of room. You know,
Right.
it's not that easy to, and that's why I was
And
hoping the
it's great.
HBA stuff would be less space, maybe if it goes well. Jennifer said, yeah, so not jewelry. Exactly. But jewelry can take a lot of space too. If you have a lot and then you separate them into different boxes and, oh God,
I was
it goes
just
on and
moving a tub of jewelry from the first floor to the second. It was heavy. I mean, now a lot of it was just like beads and stuff, but like it's really heavy.
Well, Jennifer, I kept my little honey hole I go to on Monday, and I'm like, should I go? Maybe I shouldn't. But then that's where I bought those 3 pictures for 75 cents and sold them for like $940. So
Yeah,
it's like
you,
maybe I'll find something like that.
it takes discipline, but you kind of need to if you're okay. If you watch some people who talk about how to be successful at reselling, if that's your goal to be a real business person, you have
Mhm.
to dedicate your life to kind of sourcing for material. Like if you have other sources of income and it's your part-time gig, that's a different story. But if you want to make real money at it, you have to be finding the finds. So
Right,
that takes
right.
a long time.
But I can go out and find the finds, but not buy all the crap also that
Right,
I could not
right.
find.
Making better decisions
That's the difference. You have to
is what you need.
discipline yourself not to buy the crap.
Right.
That not crap, but stuff that really won't bring you tons of money. I mean, I sell lots of smalls, lots of things at under 20, under 25. So I mean, it's not like all the time I get something to sell for 400
Well, of
bucks.
course. Then you
You
wouldn't
know,
complain about not being like rich. You'd be rich. But
okay, you make jewelry. Her family thinks she's hoarding. Well, maybe you should open an Etsy store and sell your jewelry. That would be good. And
I
you can
used
do it
to
on eBay, Macari.
I started making jewelry and selling jewelry as a way to make back money to feed my habits, so to speak. Like I would sell a pair of earrings, two or three, or maybe I've sold hundreds to friends and people,
Right.
but it helped pay for my supplies.
Right.
And when I was
Exactly, Liv. But you know what? The big sellers, the very large, influential sellers, a lot of them have people who list for them, who take pictures for them. So, I think we should be kind to ourselves in that sense that we do it all ourselves. It's like adding, right. But if you only do it for like 1 month, I don't think he's saying do it all the time. I think what he did was he rented a pod, put everything in it, and then started from scratch with the organization and what he was going to keep and not keep. If that's what you were saying, Adam. Okay, yeah. I need to start putting things on Marketplace. Stuff that I bought that really is too big. Yes and no. That it's too big to ship. Like my landlord gave me an old cash register they had. I sold it for $65. I met the guy halfway and he picked it up. They were expensive. I ended up spending like $350 because you have to pay for them to drop it off and pick it up as well. But even if I can haul it there, my husband has a truck, rent a storage unit for a month, like for $100, a 10 by 10 climate control was like about $100.
That's pretty reasonable.
And then you get the first month is free. So I don't like stuff, but I like to buy stuff and sell stuff. So I have stuff. Exactly. I think that's all of us, Lisa.
I like, and I don't really care about selling it. That's the sad thing. But I don't want to just really I'm not at the point where I feel like that throwing away stuff is so liberating, which is sad. I wish I was.
Yeah. I think my neighbor has a house next door, and I tell Suzy when I go walk the dogs, I said, I wish I had that house. It's an old shotgun house. I would love it to organize my stuff. And then I would just have to walk next door. I wouldn't have to run to Laplace for a $5 item. Sometimes if I get one little measly order for $5, I'm so appreciative for that order. But then I have to drive 15 minutes to pack it because I have 1-day shipping.
One of my neighbors bought a double lot here, and he put on the second lot a barn-sized, I guess it was almost like a garage, but it looked like a barn. And he put that on his second property lot. And I walk by all the time. I said, I wonder if he's a reseller, because it's like, I know that they're in there doing stuff, and
right.
But it had to be like, I know that in our future house, we said it has to have a finished basement or a finished attic or both, and or an outbuilding that is finished, so that it could be like a place, because he said, I don't want to live with your stuff in my living area. And I get it.
Right.
I don't want to.
Lisa says guilty, trash picker. Well, I like to pick furniture, but furniture here is hard to find, especially after the hurricane. Everybody needed furniture.
Every time a flood, like people ruin their stuff gets ruined.
Yeah. So after I sold that piece of furniture at the booth, I was scrambling to find something. I ended up paying a little bit more than I would like to pay for it, but yeah, Suzy lives in Jersey. That's how we roll here too.
If you get if you go on the Marketplace or the Nextdoor app, you can get, or even there's like what do they call it? The free cycle. People give away stuff for free all the time. You can get a lot of free china cabinets and bread racks, whatever you call them, all over.
Jane says watching hoarders just reminds her to go declutter, right?
What? If it inspires you to get better. I just feel so anxious watching it. It makes me feel creepy, because I'm waiting for that crew to come knocking on my door. It's scary.
Yeah, that's true, Belle. Anitra's back again.
Hi.
When my mommy, rest in peace, left 13 years ago, I gave up on making jewelry because she was my best critic. But I have over 60 to 70 house plants from babies. They are going to be in my group. Also, this 2023 is mine. Good. You claim it. I did too.
See, now, like, my grandma passed away, and then I inherited her stuff. And then, sadly, my parents passed away shortly after. So when I moved here, I had my apartment, and I had stuff from my grandma's apartment, and then I had stuff from my parents' apartment. I could have filled up 2 houses.
Right.
It's too much.
Right. Yep. Belle, I hope you get those 6. If anybody's not subscribe to Belle, y'all go subscribe. Just hit those 3 dots next to her name. Then she has to use more tape.
He was referring to when I said I had to break down the boxes, and I'm like, they're already hit. They're mostly fixed up for me to sell, and then I'll have to tape. I should just break them down. You're right.
Right.
That's silly. I have to.
Right, Minister. You got this. You got it. You claim it and you take it, girl. I feel way better when I watch.
That's so funny how like people have different reactions to it, because I just keep thinking. I really thought, like, one of my friends was making a joke. She says, I'm going to call them to come to your house. And I'm like, you better not. And I was like,
Donna says when her garage gets full of reusable boxes as tall as her in an area, she breaks them down and puts them in one box. That's good.
That's good. I know they really should do that. That's
all right. Well, you're 5 away now.
Hey, look at that.
Go ahead, girl. You're so close. You are. Oh, God. Hopefully today is today and you need some cushion, because sometimes a couple disappear.
Yeah, they do. I think, like, if people don't really, if people don't sub with the notifications and or watch and make comments, then they sometimes fall off the back door.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes. I didn't see. Did you see Adrian come in? I'm so sorry, Adrian. I didn't see you come in. I don't know if she's still here.
Oh, hello, everybody who came in and we missed. Sorry.
Or maybe I didn't get there yet. I'm slow. Okay. Almost there, Belle. So, Kathy, are you close to 1,000 also? I just went over 300. Thank you, Jesus. Bye, Glenn. See you later.
Bye. I went
He's
up
probably
to
gone.
18, and the next day I was 316. So it's like an ebb and flow. People. I'm reading what she wrote as I was talking, and then I forgot what I was saying. But anyway, yeah, my subscribers. Yeah, I mean, I've been up to 300 and change, and then I'm all of a sudden 297. So.
Right. Pearl says she donates half the stuff she buys on YouTube, and she don't know why she bought it in the first place.
You got caught up in the moment, man. It's like,
yeah,
it's almost like have you ever been to a casino, and you know the way they design like that random, you get like a little bit of a satisfaction if you win,
mm-hmm.
like let's say, what are those things called? Oh my God, the one-armed bandits. I can't think of the names. I'm losing my mind. So anyway, when you start playing slot machines, that's what it is. Like since it's a random payout, when you get the payout, it like makes your brain tingle in certain areas. So the pleasure centers go. It's a little similar when you win a bet playing poker, or if you go and win a item at an auction. If it starts to get a little competitive, and if it's something you like at the time, you know, it feels good.
Mm-hmm.
So I could see why people get caught up in the moment. And there's also a sense of urgency, because it's like it's happening in real time, kind of like it might be a seconds delayed. Exactly.
Minister said she had somebody clean up on round 1, but now she needs them to come and do 2, 3, 4, and 5. Oh my God.
You know, it's like when you I always think like, oh,
Throw
I
it
wish
away.
somebody clean my house, but my house with the 2 dogs and the mud yard, it gets really dusty quickly. Like, I mean, I almost need them twice a week, and that's I can't.
Mhm. Yeah.
I wish I could afford that.
Belle is 4 away. Y'all subscribe to each other. Everybody is blue. So Belle said, what did Belle say? My dad used to recycle baby food jars from when she was a baby and stored his nails screwed. Yeah, a lot
So
of they nail the screw in the cover, and then they have them all hanging up. A lot of the guys do that in there. Well, the older guys used to do that.
my friend had her on the side of her garage. She had shelves with the baby food jars like attached by the lid up there. It was fun to see.
Yeah.
And she said to me, I have a lot of screws that came from the guy who lived here before me. And I was like, oh.
Well, my neighbor is a carpenter, and he has like peanut butter jars, like big jars. Because, well, now they don't make baby food jars hardly, just the little bitty ones, but most of them are in the little plastic, rip open and.
Yeah. One of the little local places here. Now, I almost laughed at it, but Tony's like, shh. And I go, they have baby food jars with like nail holes in the top that says salt, peppers. Oh, come on. I go, how cheap are you? But it was funny. It's a restaurant. And that's, I mean, I liked that they did that, but it does look kind of.
Right. She made the spinning holder with lids attached. And Gramps could unscrew the jar. Right. Those were cool. I have a fabric and embellishments hoard.
I think we need to start a new talk show about like it would be like hoarding confessions and how you feel about it.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. I think my mama has a flower hoard. She likes to make flower arrangements. And every time we go to the store, she buys that. I need to list crap I have before I keep bringing more stuff home. I do too, Belle. So, Jennifer. So I think what I'm going to do, like I did last week, I'm going to be very choosy in what I buy. Unless it's something big, I can list what I have already. Yes, Jane, that's exactly the gizmo that my dad made and still exists in his workshop today. I can't bear to just, man, I don't think you should have to.
No, save that. I
keep it.
Cool.
Hey, Yvonne.
Hi, Yvonne.
Ah, the time change. Yes. Ah, Adrian, there you are. I saw you on my phone, but I didn't see you in here. We just hadn't got to you yet.
Hi, Adrian.
I made you blue. Okay, she's an ordained minister, Belle. Right? I think everybody's into this little conversation here. 2 away, Belle.
Go
ahead.
It's hard to. I mean, I think like if you love collecting, if you have passions or hobbies, if you resell, it's very easy to slip into that like place where it goes beyond like Donna's beautifully organized storage room. That's only 10 by 12 of her like whole house. Like, I wish I could be like that, like that organized, but I can't tell you how many I have. Like, how you said you had paper boxes with stuff in it. I can't tell you how many times I've gone through my paper boxes over and over and over again because I didn't write what was in the boxes. And it's like,
oh, I have boxes of paper. Is that what you're talking about? Boxes of paper?
No, I mean like the bank type boxes. Like I had things in my basement like stored, but I forgot what I put in there. So like I have to go through everyone, and it's like, what is wrong?
I have an old hoard of mail and stuff, and
I had that too.
I feel like I drown in paper sometimes.
We took it we have recycle days here where it's called a shred event.
Oh,
so
cool.
Ooh, like they have balloons. No,
yeah,
cocktails or snacks, but it is an event, and
Jennifer
you can
go ahead.
the paper They'll shred it for free, so it's good. We do
Yeah,
that.
Jennifer said if she can have somebody tell her the price to list her stuff for, she spends a lot of time. Well, I do too. And then
We do
Suzy
too.
and I will bounce stuff off of each other sometimes. So Jennifer, if you want to like throw me a message sometimes, I'll be happy to help.
We could have a 3-way chat doing that. We could.
Yeah, there you go.
If you're on Messenger, we could do it. We could have a day. The thing is, when I look it up, I should write down, because like sometimes it's so hard to see the mark. If I finally figure out who made it and I don't write it down, I just have to do it again.
Yeah, I started writing I'll get my stuff and I'll write down, like I'll take pictures and I'll write down like vase, and I'll write details about it. And then I'll go sit in my living room and I'll fix my pictures and then I'll list it. Everything is there, all written down, and I'll mark it off. And then that's the best way I can list. Even though it takes a little bit of time to write it in there, it's still quicker than trying to figure out, oh God, did I list this picture? Did I list that picture? And then I delete them off my camera roll. And then the ones that I fixed on Photo Room, I put them into an eBay thing. And then every now and then I'll go clear out that folder.
Just so you know, it's noon in 5 minutes. We got to stop.
Oh, okay. God.
5 minutes.
Well, noon for you. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Two Hip Chicks comes on at noon. So we're going to get out of here. And because I know Jennifer has to go there. And I don't guess Nana and Victoria are having an auction today because they are both on the road. So y'all have a blessed day. And we will see y'all on Tuesday at 3:00 Eastern, 2:00 Central for our auction. There is a difference between hobby and part-time and full-time.
There really is.
Yeah, and you got to do you. You can't do somebody else. That's the big thing.
Well, I want to thank everybody for showing up and
and for participating. So yeah. All right, guys, and thanks for you new guys who came in. Welcome. And Adrian's listening. All right, guys, everybody have a great day, and y'all be safe on your travels.
All right,
so we'll see y'all on Tuesday or in the chats. Bye.